What if the most famous poem in history isn't a lullaby, but a battle cry? Most people recite Psalm 23 when they are grieving or defeated, looking for a bit of comfort to get through the night. But they are reading it through a lens of weakness, missing the raw ancient power hidden in the original Hebrew context. The image of the shepherd we have today is often too soft, a quiet man wandering through meadows. In the biblical era, a shepherd was a professional protector, a strategist, and a warrior. When you understand that the shepherd is actually your tactical defender, the entire atmosphere of your life begins to shift from victimhood to victory. In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop reciting these words as a plea and start using them as a blueprint for an undefeated life. We are going to break down the warrior-shepherd mindset and reveal why you have everything you need to face your biggest giants right now. When David says, "I shall not want," he isn't making a shopping list for the universe. In the original language, this is a statement of sufficiency for a mission. It means, I will not lack the specific resources required to complete my divine assignment. It's about being fully equipped for your calling, not just having a surplus of things. Think about the confidence of a soldier who knows the supply lines are infinite. You spend so much energy worrying about the how and the when, but a sheep doesn't worry about where the grass grows. That is the shepherd's job. Your only job is to stay aligned with the one who knows where the resources are hidden. If you are alive today, it means your mission isn't over. And if your mission isn't over, the provision cannot stop. The logic of provision is simple. God doesn't just fund your comfort, He funds His purposes through you. When you shift your focus to your purpose, the wanting disappears because the supply becomes automatic. There is a profound biological secret in the phrase, "He makes me lie down." Anxious sheep will never lie down. They stay on their feet, tense and ready to bolt at the slightest sound. For a sheep to actually rest, 4 conditions must be met: freedom from fear, freedom from friction with others, freedom from pests, and freedom from hunger. When the text says He makes you lie down, it means He is actively managing those 4 stressors for you. He is the one dealing with the pests of daily annoyance and the friction of difficult relationships. True rest isn't something you do. It's a state of being that happens when you trust your shepherd's surveillance more than your own senses. By choosing to rest, you are making a high-level spiritual move. You are telling your nervous system and the world around you that your protector is on duty. Rest is not a sign of laziness. It is the ultimate sign of faith. It is the evidence that you believe the battle is already won. We often pray for God to take away the valleys, but the script says we walk through them. The valley of deep darkness isn't a destination, it's a corridor. The most important word in that verse isn't death or shadow, it's through. You are not moving toward a dead end, you are moving toward an exit. Notice that in the bright pastures, David talks about God, He leads me. But in the dark valley, he talks to God, "You are with me." Darkness is designed to close the distance between you and the Creator. It's in the moments where you can't see your own hand in front of your face that you feel the grip of the shepherd's hand most tightly. The rod and staff mentioned here are tools of both defense and correction. The rod smashes the head of the predator, while the staff gently pulls you back from the cliff's edge. Even when you feel lost, the shepherd is using his tools to ensure that your valley season doesn't become your permanent residence. One of the most shocking parts of this strategy is the table in the presence of enemies. Usually we want our enemies removed so we can eat in peace. But God chooses to keep the enemies as an audience while He throws a banquet in your honor. He doesn't just want you to survive your critics, He wants to promote you right in front of them. This table is a sign of absolute security. You don't sit down to a multi-course meal if you are in immediate danger. By setting a table, God is demonstrating that your enemies have been neutralized. They can watch, they can whisper, but they cannot touch the feast He has prepared for you. The anointing of your head with oil was a practical way to keep insects away and heal wounds, but it was also a royal gesture. It's God's way of saying, "This one belongs to me." When your cup overflows, it's a message to everyone watching, that God's grace toward you is not calculated or stingy, it is explosive and visible. To wrap this up, we have to look at the pursuit. Most translations say, "Goodness and mercy shall follow me," but the Hebrew word is radaf, which means to hunt or chase down. You aren't trying to catch up to God's blessings. His blessings are actively chasing you down, trying to overtake you. This isn't a passive hope, It's a spiritual certainty. Even when you make a wrong turn or a mistake, the shepherd's goodness and mercy are faster than your failures. You are being tracked by grace every single day of your life, from the moment you wake up until the moment you close your eyes. My challenge to you is to stop reading Psalm 23 as a victim and start declaring it as a victor. Don't just listen to this, speak it over your house, your business, and your mind. If you believe your shepherd has never lost a sheep and never lost a battle, then stand tall. Your cup isn't just full, it's overflowing. Now, go out there and live like someone who is truly protected.